into the loop. Okay, now, stall, unstall, stall, unstall. Let's try it now. Stall, unstall, stall, unstall, stall, unstall. You see, only way I can stall is to do that.
Yep.
And I'll recover. We've, in our last flight, tried all sorts of things to try and cause an aerodynamic stall without using the elevator,
right.
and we couldn't do it.
We couldn't.
The elevator can be thought of as the angle of attack controller.
Right.
Yeah?
Yep.
And what I want to have a look at in this lesson is experimenting with an angle of attack indicator. Let's deliberately enter a stall. In this case, what we're doing, we've done our checks. We're looking to identify the buffet position.
Okay.
I'm going to use this little collar here,
Right.
and this little hole. I'm going to measure the distance between those to help us see where the column is when we feel control buffet.
Yep.
So remember, we're not talking about a control force or pressure. We're talking about a distance in centimetres, yeah?
Okay.
So let's try it upright, 1G, power off. Here comes the power back to idle. I've got the carb heat. Now I'm smoothly going to raise the elevator, bring the control column towards my body until you and I both feel buffet. And let's identify that distance when we do. The stall warning horn is kind of irrelevant. Remember, it's just indicating that a stall is approaching. It's not indicating that a stall has occurred by any means.
Yep.
We need to feel the buffet to confirm that. Feel the buffet there?
Yep.
There it is.
Yep.
Have a look at that. Now, let's go to full up elevator to compare the distance.
Okay.
The difference in the distance there.
Yep.
Okay. And I'll recover simply by moving the control column away from the buffet position.
Okay.
Remember, the stall warning horn is just an indicator of an approaching stall.
Yep.
And there it is again. There's the
Okay.
buffet position.
Yep.
Remember, the angle of attack at the stall is a constant. If the elevator controls it, then there should be a corresponding elevator angle.
Yep.
Pull up, buffet, no buffet.
Yep.
Buffet, no buffet.
Yep.
Stall, unstall.
Yep.
If it stalls at 16 degrees, it's not going to be stalled at 14. Stall, unstall.
Yep.
Okay, to recover, we just move the column away from the buffet position. If we want to save altitude, we can apply full power and fly away.
Okay.
Okay, so let's move on now, and let's put a mark on the column
Okay.
that corresponds with the buffet position.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
Ah, no doubt about you.
Do you know what I liked about that? And it's something that people confuse with the stall.
Yeah.
Is that we didn't get the wing drop or we didn't go anywhere.
I was stopping that.
Yeah.
I was
So if you control it, or if you enter the stall
Yeah.
gradually, especially in a 150 like
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
you don't always get that.
Yeah.
And people, they think that the aircraft is not stalled if they don't get that wing drop or if they don't get that.
The airplane will not spin unless we have sustained stall with sustained yaw, but that's coming up in a future lesson.
Cool.
Okay, so let's do that again, yeah?
All right.
Now let's reselect the buffet position and just gradually coming back until you and I agree that we're feeling that buffet.
Yep.
Stall warning hall's not quite relevant really, is it?
No.
Okay, there it is there.
Oh, I'm in my...
You can pass it to me.
I'll pass it to you there.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Can you hold the column for me,
Yeah.
John? Back a little tiny bit further. Back a little further. Let's try that. There's the buffet, yeah?
Yep.
No buffet. Stall. Unstall. Stall. Unstall. And of course, I'm simultaneously using the rudder to prevent yaw. So we've seen the buffet position and our angle of attack indicator power off upright 1G. Let's see what happens if we are to stall at a higher power setting and a higher airspeed to see if it changes.
Okay.
Let's put our theory to the test. Now, the only way that I can stall at a higher airspeed, higher power setting without climbing in this instance is in a turn.
Okay.
We must insist that the turn is irrelevant. The turn has nothing to do with it. As I said, it's the only way that I can raise the elevator without climbing.
Right.
Yeah?
Yep.
Please don't blame the bank.
The bank.
Yeah.
Righto.
Alright, this time let's leave full power on.
Right.
Yeah? I'm checking all clear. I'm going to roll into a left turn. As I said, the turn itself, the bank, is irrelevant. It's the only way that'll allow me to raise the elevator without climbing.
Right.
But let's see what happens to the location of the buffet position this time. Remember, the stalling angle of attack is a constant. Let's see where it's going to be. There it is. See that buffet there, Jono?
Yeah.
As you can clearly see, it's in exactly the same spot.
Yeah.
Unstall. Stall. Unstall. Stall. Unstall.
Right.
And we'll recover. You can see that that is indeed an angle of attack indicator.
Right.
This covers the concept of stall stick position.
Right.
The buffet position, otherwise known as the stall stick position, we've proven there is a constant regardless of power, airspeed or attitude. That makes sense because the stalling angle of attack is a constant. The elevator controls that angle of attack, so surely there must be some relationship between this constant stalling angle and a constant elevator angle which ultimately controls it.
In the aeroplane, there's only two things that we've got available to us to control lifts. We've got our airspeed and our angle of attack.
Yes.
So at slow airspeed, we need a higher angle of attack
To maintain height.
to maintain height.
Yes.
The other thing that we have with slow airspeed is the controls are less effective.
Less firm and less effective.
So I think a lot of people confuse that with being a different or
A different stick
Yeah,
position.
the stick position changes.
Ah, very good point. Remember, we're not talking about stick force. It's not how hard we pull or push. It's how far in centimetres. It's a distance, not a pressure.
Yeah.
Very important point.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what I do. I'm not going to be able to stall unless I at least achieve their buffet position or the stall stick position.
Yeah.
I'll show you. Let's do a loop. Now in the loop, I'm going to go through 360 degrees of pitch.
Yeah.
So every possible pitch attitude there is.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go through quite a large airspeed range.
Yeah.
I'll start this loop at 120 knots.
Yeah.
I'll probably be below 60 over the top.
Okay.
But that's irrelevant. I'm only going to stall in this loop if I exceed the critical angle of attack. In other words, go beyond the stall stick position. Yeah? Let's go. So I'm going to just gain some speed. I've run out of power, so I have to alter the flight path to gain that speed. Okay, let's check wings level, ball centered, and pitch into the loop. Okay, now, stall, unstall, stall, unstall. Let's try it now. Stall, unstall, stall, unstall, stall, unstall. You see? Only way I can stall is to do that.
Yep.
And I'll recover. It's all about the elevator.
Yep.
Fascinating.
It is. Now, the only way you can change that stall stick position that we've marked is by using the flaps.
Okay, very good point. Yes, the stall stick position is a constant in any given configuration. What does that mean? If I change the shape of the wing, I reconfigure the wing by taking flap. Flap changes the chord line, so it's a brand new wing.
Yep.
I haven't changed the rules. because the angle of attack at the stall will be a constant in any given configuration at that particular flap setting.
Right.
So, if we marked where the stall stick position was clean.
Yep.
Let's just experiment with this. I'll just slow down a little, just make sure we're well in the flap range. Let's take 20 degrees of flap just for fun. That means I've lowered the chord line. I've got a brand new wing.
Yep.
That means that the stall stick position is probably not going to be quite as far back.
Right.
Yeah?
Yep.
Let's have a look. But it doesn't matter. It'll always be in this position at 20 degrees of flap. It won't be much different. There it is there.
Yep.
So there's the original.
Yeah.
See? So it's not quite as far back.
Sure.
But it'll always be there.
For 20 degrees
At that flap setting, I have not changed the rules.
Right.
Look, it's so close, it's sort of hardly relevant. But we've got to make sure that we cover off on all the fine print.
Sure.
Yes, so once again, the stall stick position, the location of the stall stick position will be a constant in any given configuration.
Yep.
Regardless, it's usually not going to be much different. Will vary a little from aircraft type to type, but the concept doesn't change. Bottom line is, you can't stall your wing unless you use the elevator, and it's usually a significant amount of elevator. And this is the concept that most pilots, I would venture to say, just do not understand.
Right.
Why don't they? Because of the training. I'm not saying the pilots, they're very intelligent people. I'm not saying pilots are not intelligent. The old-fashioned training leaves a whole lot to be desired. And in consequence, it compromises safety.
Yeah.
If you don't know the root cause of a stall, how are you properly going to avoid it?
Well, you won't.
That's been plaguing me for decades. We've got to change the way we're teaching it to make it more real. Look, I'm flying along. How can I stall? The only way I can stall them when I'm straight and level, right?
Yep.
The only way I can stall is if I do that. There's the stall.
Yep.
Unstall. Let me just... Isn't that fun? I'll just fly down here now. There you go. Unstalled. It doesn't matter about power setting. It doesn't matter about bank. It doesn't matter attitude, speed. It's there.
Yeah.
Now I'm not stalled.
Yeah.
And we'll just recover.